Back up on HQ postgame presented by Trimfia, where Baker, hoping history, lays the roadmap for Sunday's action in a big-time matchup in the NFC South. Two teams tied at the top, going to meet twice over the final 3 weeks. Massive implications. The Bucs still via tiebreaker with an inside track, according to our sports line projection. About a 75% chance to win this division. Bryce Young says, watch this. Bucs opening drive.
Hot start.
They'd strike first. Mayfield to Evans. That is often the short yardage answer as Evans is back in action. Bucs lead 7-3. 15 career touchdowns for Mike Evans against the Panthers. Ooh. There's a young talent in Carolina that's been the answer for Bryce Young. His name is Tet McMillan.
Yes, sir.
Get to know it if you don't already.
You might put Offensive Rookie of the Year in front of his name.
Keep an eye on that. Panthers up 13-10 at the half. Opening drive of the second. Sean Tucker off the left side trots in to put the Bucs, back in front, 17-13, his third straight with a house call. Final seconds of the third quarter, Young escapes the pressure, trying to make something happen, and hard to cover that long, Pat P.
No doubt about it.
That is Jatavion Sanders wide open in the end zone to put the Panthers up 20-17. Both Panthers touchdowns coming in the final 10 seconds of a quarter in this one. 3 minutes left in the fourth. A dot.
Great throw.
Young up the sideline. The Jalen Coker into Tampa territory, a gain of 34. Later in the drive, Ryan Fitzgerald split them, a big one there. Panthers take the lead 23-20. Bucs going to get the ball back with 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Now just under 1 to go. 2nd and 9 from the 42. Baker steps up into some pressure. Ooh, a bad platform and a miscommunication, and that's that. Lathan Ransom with the INT as the Panthers win it 23-20, a massive win, and the Buccaneers' struggles continue. Now losers in 6 of their last 7 after the hot start, 6-2. It's a slide to 7-8, a game behind Carolina, who leads the South. And could it be playoff football for the Carolina Panthers? We're not there yet, but a big step here on Sunday. Back in studio with the fellas, and I turn to our lead NFL insider, Jonathan Jones, whose roots run deep in Carolina. This is a long time coming for this team to perform this way in this moment with all that was on the line between these two teams. They continue to give us proof of concept that not only they can win the South, but they do belong in a playoff.
Yeah, look, the expectations for Carolina have changed. After they beat the Rams, it was no longer the, hey, good for you. You go into this game, the biggest home game in Charlotte, North Carolina, really since the Cam Newton days. You have to win this game if you're Carolina. Of course, Tampa has to win this game. But if you are the Panthers, there's no more, oh, this is great for Bryce, and I hope the best for the Carolina Panthers. So they went out there and took care of business, getting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to turn over the football. This was one of the best teams at end-of-game situations to start the season. Now they can't win a game. So credit to Carolina's defense for turning Baker Mayfield over. Credit Bryce Young, who continues to not just win games, but win them in the fourth quarter. Yeah. He and Bo Nix are the best fourth quarter quarterbacks in the NFL. Like, when you just look at fourth quarter numbers, I mean, Caleb Williams is pretty good. All right,
fresh on our minds.
Right here.
Fresh on our minds.
But look, the Buccaneers can clinch the NFC South by winning out. They can still clinch if both teams lose next week. Carolina's going to have a very difficult one at Seattle, or against the Seattle Seahawks. Of course, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to be getting the Miami Dolphins, so this very well could come down to Week 18. Here's what has to happen, though. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers cannot lose this upcoming week. You got to take care of business against the Miami Dolphins, but this is about the Carolina Panthers finally getting winning football back to Charlotte. And if you win the South, you get a home game. And I don't care if you're playing an NFC West team. I don't care what the playoff situation should have been and how this team has 4 more wins than you. Doesn't matter. You're going to get a home game in January. Go out there and win it.
I'm glad that you brought up what this defense forced Baker into over this 60 minutes because, Mac, as we look at this slide for Tampa Bay, it's astounding, the splits of what Baker was and what he has been over this last 6 of 7 in the loss column. What are you seeing from the quarterback right now? Because when we're looking for answers and it's going wrong, that's where you look.
Well, the offensive line, for the second straight week in a row, they haven't protected the quarterback well. We saw last week against Atlanta where they just got manhandled in the trenches. And that has really hampered the production and consistency of Baker Mayfield. Once upon a time, Baker Mayfield was in that MVP conversation when you look at the first month and a half of the season. Now we're living in a world, if you were to rank the NFC South quarterbacks.
Oh, don't do it.
Live ranking, hit it.
Number one, Baker wouldn't be 1. But now it's about 2 or 3.
You put it behind Tyler Shuck right now?
If we're talking about the hearing now, the right now, and now we're prisoners of the moment.
Yeah.
You just said something.
What have you done for me lately?
A mind-boggling stat by Joe Musso. In the last 7 games, Tampa, they're 1-6.
Yeah.
Their last 3 losses have come from the hands of New Orleans, Atlanta, and Carolina.
You can't do that. Not in this year with this NFC South.
You can't. So when you talk about the digression of Baker over the last month and a half, it's been so confusing, and I don't know what's going on, but they still have an opportunity to achieve all of their goals.
Do you think it's an injury? Because he is dealing with the shoulder injury.
Potentially, because that shoulder injury happened against Detroit, was it?
It happened earlier in the season. We remember his last year with the Cleveland Browns. He got injured with that shoulder. He tried to play through it, and he had the worst season of his career, one where everybody wanted him out of Cleveland because he was trying to play through it almost stubbornly. Now what does he do?
And that's my point.
That's a great point, Pat.
Great point, because something is off. And his wide receivers are healthier. He has a full arsenal of wide receivers.
Mike Evans looks like he hadn't missed any time.
Yeah, so something is off. But like I said, if we had to rank the NFC South quarterbacks right now, on the here and now.
I'm still waiting for you to do it.
I think Baker.
Bryce Young.
Bryce is 1.
I have to say Bryce is over. He got to be over.
Yeah, and Tyler, over the last month, Tyler has been playing some really, really good football, and he's beaten Baker.
Yeah.
And Bryce.
I don't want to do that right now. That's the question for you guys. Pat, you got it.
I'll tell you this.
I don't want to do it.
Only one of them is going to be playing playoff football. And right now,
that's very true.
The inside track, 2 hands on the wheel, that belongs to Bryce Young, the top quarterback in the NFC South. More coming here on HQ Postgame as we take a look at some numbers. Baker in the 4th quarter of 1-score games. We talk about the best quarterbacks in the 4th quarter. Well, the last 2 games, he hasn't been anywhere near the top of that list as he continues to look to his top target.
Okay, Bucs and Panthers for first place in the South. Rex.
I'm going to take the Bucs here. I mean, it's going to be tight, but I heard Baker Mayfield talk about how healthy they are on offense. Their defense, if you got any pride, you just got called out by your coach, they show up today.
You know, how they felt last week in New Orleans. I think that Dave Canales had a message for his team, too. I live in Charlotte, Mecklenburg County. Man, Bryce Young, man, give me the Carolina Panthers. I'm not going away from them.
Man, not me. I'm going with the Bucs. Listen, I think they're sick after last week's meltdown. You know who was especially sick was Mike Evans, and I think he's going to have a big day today. Listen, you are gambling anytime you leave this guy one-on-one. I think he has a big day today. Baker finds him. They get the win.
Ibuka's got to wake up. I'm still taking the Buccaneers. Ibuka's got to wake up. I remember when I was a rookie, I was at week 11. I was like, we still got games to play? All right. Man, get through that wall. All right. Have a great game out there, Rook. Give me the Bucs.
I got the Bucs as well. I just can't believe they're going to blow this thing. They had such an easy route to winning the division. Huge game for the AFC playoff picture tonight in Baltimore. Patriots clinch a spot with a win, and New England currently the number 2 seed in the AFC. Ravens on the outside looking in. Baltimore needs a win to keep pace with the Steelers in the AFC North. Do they get it, Rex?
The Broncos get this win. I think it's going to be
It's Pats and Ravens.
Oh, excuse me. Well, we were showing the Broncos right there. I'm going to say that the Ravens get this thing. I got so excited because I got a little clip on my Broncos. But I'm going to take the Ravens right here. Why? Because I'm a Baltimore Raven.
Yeah, shocker.
Well said. You know I'm not picking the Ravens, but hey, man, like I said, we was on this show talking about what they were failing to do in the second half, and I think they'll make up for. The cornerbacks, Davis and Gonzalez, will be able to shut the outside down for Baltimore. They got to go inside with the tight ends. I think the Patriots will win and be a close one, but give me the Pats.
I think this is a phenomenal football game. I think this is a really physical football game, and I think the Patriots get the win. I know they're banged up on defense, Teddy, but I think they find a way. I'm the same, Rex. I don't know if I've seen the same Lamar as we're accustomed to. I just don't know if they have the firepower. I like the Pats getting the win.
Like Rex, I'm going to take the Seahawks in this one. No. Give me the Patriots. What happens is a quarterback sometimes has to carry you through injury and mistakes. I think Drake May carries them today.
I've got the Ravens because I just can't believe it's going to end this way. If the Ravens lose tonight, realistically, they're